So cost of 1 meter cloth is equals to rupees 31 3 by 4. Therefore, cost of 5.5 meter is equals to simple multiplication 3 by 4 into 5 1 by 2. Okay, so let us multiply this. Let us convert this into mixed fraction, both of them. Improper fractions. So 31 into 4 is giving you 124 plus 3 is 127 divided by 4 into 5 to the 10 and 1, 11 by 2. Okay. Now you can see that there is no common factors in the numerator and denominator. So we are going to simply multiply and divide. So 127 into 11 will be 77. 22 and 7, 29. And 11 ones 11 and 2, 1, 3, 9, 6 divided by 8. This you can do it orally or you can do it in the rough column. Both are allowed. So okay, I suppose this is the answer. Yeah. So this is my final answer. You can also write the final answer in this way. A separate box. This is a very good practice actually. Okay. Next we'll move on to question number 10. I think yes, there is some network issue, so that's the reason it's not coming clearly. But later on you can watch it and it will come absolutely clear. So number 10 says an ornament is made of gold and copper and weighs 52 grams. So what is the weight? The weight of the metal is equals to 52 grams. 2/3 of it is copper. So what part is copper? Part of copper is equals to 2 by 13 part. Okay, so you have to find out how much is pure gold. So what is the objective of the question is what part is gold. Now we know that in fractions the full thing is considered to be 1 and the different constituents of the whole thing is just fractions of it. So if 2/3 is copper, then the rest is gold. So what is the fraction of gold present? Fraction of gold will be, the whole thing is 1 and copper is what, 2 by 13. So my gold is 13. 13 minus 2, which is equals to 11 by 13. Okay. So what grams? Ultimately weight of copper. Okay, that is important. Weight of gold present in your metal. So weight of gold present is equals to this fraction of the total weight. What is the total weight? 52 grams. So this is 52 grams. Okay. So we know that 13 ones are 13 and 13 fours are 52. So that is then 44 grams. Okay. See here, okay, I'm going to explain this once more. This is the total weight of suppose this is the metal. Okay. This is the metal and the total weight of the metal is 52 grams. Now 2/13 of the part, that is 2/13, suppose this is 2/13 part, this part is copper. So the rest of it is, so this is the rest of it, this part is gold. Now we know that in fractions, the complete thing, the whole thing is considered to be 1. So the rest will be 1 minus 2 by 13. So that is equals to 11 by 13. Now if you have to find out the weight of pure gold present, then you have to find out this fraction of the total weight. So 11 by 13 of 52. So your answer is 44 grams. There is one more way of doing it. You can also find out the weight of copper first. This is the alternative method. Or the weight of copper present is equals to, copper present is equals to, what is given? 2/13 of 52, isn't it? So 2 by 13 into 52. So 13 ones are 13 fours are. So that is equals to 8 grams. Hello. 8 grams. Okay. Weight of it. So what is the weight of copper? Sorry, the weight of gold is rest of it. Gold is equals to 52 minus 8. So you will see that this will be equals to 44 grams. So in both the ways you are getting the correct answer. So either you can first multiply and then subtract, or you can first subtract like we did in the previous way. First subtract and then multiply. Both will give you the correct answer. So your answer is equals to 44 grams of gold. Okay. Next we'll move on to question number 11. Pay attention. This is a long sum, that is there are many things to do in it. In a class of 40 students, how many students are there? Number of students is equals to 40. In a class of 40 students, 1/5 of the total number of students like to study English, 2/5 like to study mathematics, and the remaining science. So if you imagine this as the classroom, okay, 1/5 like English, study English, 2/5 like mathematics. This is 1 by 5, this is 2 by 5, and the remaining like science. Now you have to find out how many students like to study English. Now if you multiply these fractional parts with the total number of students, then you will get the actual number of students that are studying English and maths. What is given in fractions is just a representative that, okay, if you divide the class into 5 parts, 1 part studies English, 2 parts studies maths, and the remaining part studies science. So what is the first part? The first part is to find out the number of students who study English. So what is the fraction of students who study? Fraction of students who study English is equals to 1 by 5. Therefore, number of students who study English is equals to this fraction of the total number. Okay. So 5 ones are 5, 5 eights are 40. So that is 8 students. Okay. The second part. How many students like to study mathematics? So similar fraction of students who study maths given. This is given in the question. This is 2 by 3. Sorry, 2 by 5. So therefore the number of students who study mathematics will be 2/5 of 40, isn't it? Which is equals to 5 ones are 5, 5 eights are 40. This is 16 students. And the remaining study science. So that is the third part, the remaining part. In the third part, you have to find out the fraction of the total students who like to study science. So what is the fraction? Fraction of students who study science is equals to, what will it be? See the picture again. This whole thing is how much? 1, isn't it? So this is 1 by 5 and this is 1 by 5. If you add these two and subtract it from 1, then only you will get the remaining part, isn't it? So that is 1 minus 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5, which is equals to 5, 1 minus 1 plus 2, which is equals to 1 minus 3 by 5, which is equals to 2 by 5. Okay, so that means the rest 2/5 of the students, they study science. If you have to find out the number of students, then by simply multiplying this with 40, you will get the correct number of students who study science. But the question is not asking for it, so we will not waste our time in unnecessary calculation. So what are the three answers that we got? Number 1 was 8 students for English. Second answer was 16 students who study maths. And the third answer was 2/5 of class studies science. This is your final answer. Okay. Question number 12 is simple multiplication by finding out the perimeter and area. So you can do that for homework. Question number 13. In a school, 25 by 54 part of the students are girls and rest are boys. Find the if the number of boys is 2030, find the number of girls. Okay. So fraction of class that are, this is the given part I'm writing, and we will always jot down the given part of the question, and then we will write down what is to be asked, and then we'll think and find out the solution. That are girls is equals to 25 by 54. Okay, and given that number of boys is equals to 2030. Okay, you have to find out the number of girls. So this is the summary of your question. It's the summary of your question. Okay. Now, see, we don't know how many students are there in the class. Okay, so that means we don't know the total number of students, the actual number of students in the class, but we know that in fraction, no matter what the fraction is, the total is always 1. So if we subtract 25 by 54 from 1, we can find out the fraction of boys which we can relate to this number then. Okay, so what we are going to find out is fraction of boys. Fraction of the class that are boys. That is 1 minus 25 by 54. Okay, so that is 54 minus 25 by 54, which is equals to 29. 29 by 54. So now we know that 29 by 54 is boys and 2030 is also boys. So my purpose was to bring both the fractional representation and the actual number representation of the same category. What was given in the question was of different categories. The fraction was given for girls, the fraction was given for girls, and the actual number was given for boys. But we could not equate them because there are two different categories. So after subtracting the fraction of girls from 1, we have got the fraction of boys. So now if we assume that we can use x now. So now let the total number of students be equals to x. Okay, so now we can say that what was the fraction of class that were boys? 29 by 54. We can say that 29 by 54 of x is equals to 2030, isn't it? So now we can solve this. So we know that of means multiplication, 2030. Now if you have to find out the value of x, then you have to send all the rest of the numbers to the other side of the equal to sign. So see, 54 is in division, is in the denominator, so it is in division, so it will become multiplication. And 29 is in multiplication with x, so it will go to division. Okay. Okay. Which is equals to, now you can do the calculations. Now I think 203 will be a multiple of 29. Because the number of students will always be a whole number, isn't it? So let us see, 29 sevens are. See, I'm guessing because I want 203. 0 is, see, I want to find out whether 2030 is a multiple of. I want to find out whether 2030 is a multiple of 29 or not. So I will look into this last digit. Okay. I will look into the last digit. Does 0 occur anywhere as the last digit in the 9's table? No. So I will not think of this now. Now let's go to 3. Does 3 occur as the last digit in the 9's table? Yes. 9 sevens are 63. So I am trying 29 into 7. So 7 nines are 63. 7 twos are 14, 14 plus 6, 203. So yes, this is 70. I'm repeating once more why I went into this method. See, this was a very quick method of finding out the answer. Otherwise, you will then find out the factors, do prime factorization. So that will be a lot of waste of time. So since this is number of students, that means number of human beings, it cannot be in fractions and decimals. It has to have a whole number. It has to be a whole number. Now 54 is not a multiple of 29 because 29 into 2 is 58. So 54 cannot be a multiple of 29. So I excluded 54. Now, so what is the only option? That 2030 can be a multiple of 29. So I took 2030. Now we know that whenever we multiply any number with a two-digit, three-digit number, not a single-digit number, then this is a single-digit multiplication. And what this one's answer, this digit comes here. So I will see that if I'm trying 29, here there must be a number which yields or which generates a 3 over here. So if 29 is there, we know that 29 into 7 is 63. So the 7 will yield a 3 here and the rest is coming automatically. Okay. So now 0, 7 fours are 28, 35 and 2, 37. So the answer is how many students are there in the class? 37. In the school, 3720. Okay. If you are not comfortable with this method, then you can go with prime factorization method and find the final answer. This was question number 13. 13 is 1750. I went wrong somewhere. Where did I go wrong? Is the question okay? 25. Oh, sorry. How can this be? My mistake. How can this be? If the number of boys is 2030, then 3780 cannot be the answer. So where did I go wrong? Can anybody please point it out? Because I'm not getting to see it. Oh, no, there is whole chance. That is only boys, no? 2030. What is the required answer? Oh. It's absolutely correct. This was the total number of students. 8 and 37. So this was the total number of students. The answer is to find out how many girls are there. Okay. So number of girls is equals to 3780 minus 2030. Okay. So that is 3780 minus 2030. 1750. Okay. So your required answer is equals to 1750 girls. Okay. Yes, thank you. Now see, question number 14 is also a similar one, where in 13 we had only two parts, girls and boys. In number 14 we have three parts, orange, mango and banana is given. So the part for which the fraction is not given, the actual number is given. So here you can subtract 1 minus 1 by 5 plus 3 by 13 to find out the fraction of bananas, and you can use this method. Okay, so let me do it for you. Question number 14. So in an orchard, Orange trees is equals to 1 by 5. Mango tree is equals to 3 by 13. These are given. And number of banana trees is equals to 148. So you have to find out the total number of trees in the orchard. So total number of trees. Total number of trees is my required question. Okay. So let us find out the fraction of banana trees. Fraction of banana trees. I hope you are getting this, that this is the full orchard, this is the field. Okay. 1/5 is orange tree, 3 by 13th is mango tree, and the rest is banana tree. So this whole thing is 1, and so if you have to find out the banana tree fraction, 1 minus, you add the 2 and you find out, isn't it? So 1 minus 1 by 5 plus 3 by 13 within brackets. So if you open the brackets, no, now I'm not going to open the bracket. I'm going to solve the bracket first. Now see what will be the LCM. The LCM will be the product of the two denominators. Why? Because both the denominators are prime numbers. Okay. So the denominator is 65. So this is 13 plus 15 then. Because this is into 13, this is into 13. And this is into 5. So this is also into 5. So that is 15. So which is equals to 1 minus, this one is 28 by 65, which is equals to 65 minus 28 by 65. So which is equals to then 37 by 65. Okay. So this is the fraction of banana trees. So now you have to find out the total number of trees. The same process. Let the total number of trees be equals to x. Okay. Therefore, what is the fraction of banana tree? 37 by 65, and this one is 148. So 37 by 65 fraction of x is equals to 148. Okay. So again, if you have to find out the value of x, you have to send all the other numbers to the right hand side of the equal to sign. So here 148 is already there from before. Now one will go up and one will go down. So the one who is in the denominator will become the numerator, and the numerator will become the denominator. Okay. Again the same issue, since it is number of trees cannot be in fractions, it has to be in whole numbers. So let us see. Now see, 37 and 65 cannot be a multiple factor, so we have to target this one. So 37, and what I want an 8 over here, isn't it? I want 148, so I want an 8. So what can yield an 8 over here? 4, isn't it? So 4 7s are 28, 4 3s are 12, and 2 14. So 37 1s are 37 4s are. So that is 4 into 65, so it's 20, 4 6 are 24, 24 and 2 26. So 260 is the total number of trees in the orchard. 260. So answer is equals to 260 trees. Fine. So what will you do for homework? For homework you will do question number 9 and 12. Okay. That's all for today. It's time for your next class. Thank you very much.